All right, there we go. Let's get to questions. Sorry about this. Sorry about being late. Jedi Acolyte, with thousands of EU characters there are, and you being done with EU vids, in your opinion, what are the two characters that just hit you in the relatability department, or who do you identify the most? I'm gonna answer this later on because everyone is um I think everyone is asking me for top 10 characters. That's gonna be super hard because I'm gonna forget half of them. Everyone's gonna say, "What about so and so? What about so and so?" And I'm gonna say, "I forgot them." There's a billion great characters in the EU, but we'll have to do one. And I will be doing a review of Supernatural Encounters: Trial and Transformation by Joe Bongiorno. When it comes out, I should be getting an advanced copy, I think. Siberian Dream. How do you think Amazon will ruin the new Stargate show? I don't know, but they will. Does Star Wars Visions mean there's a hope for new legends? I want to address that later on. And it's question number 3 too. What is the most interesting thing for Stargate with you more than the device itself? Mine was McKay Carter Intergalactic Gate Bridge and Midway Space Station. Most interesting? Oh. All the ghouls, the hierarchy, the list of it, and how they kept up with, who was who. That was interesting. Me, have I seen Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda? No. I probably will never see that one. I'll address. Goodness gracious, Star Wars Visions. Everyone wants me to address that. We will. Let's see. Michael, appreciate the rigs for me to review the Rogue Squadron Expanded Universe games and books. Well, I've reviewed all the books there. The video games aren't my cup of tea. What's your most favorite expanded Star Wars comic books? I just did a top 10 comic books not too long ago. You may want to go back and check it out. Top 5 Halloween horror movies? Don't know. The missus is more of a Halloween fan, a horror movie fan. I like horror movies. I couldn't think of a top 5 right now. I think I did that for a Saturday Morning Santa Flange, though, so you may want to go back and check it out now that I think about it. United States Space Program versus India and Space Force. Which is better? No idea. Have I played War of Nation? No, I don't really play many video games, sadly. Tell us more about your favorite animation and graphic filmmakers of science fiction, both Japan and anime. You know what? Not really into anime. A lot of people ask me that question, and I just not into it. Just not into it. So I don't know why. I just never got into it. All right. You like my shirt? It says I have too many board games. Oh no. I have too many board games. Said no one ever. Got you there. All right, so let's see. Talk about Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Reporter, Mr. Insider with Restoration Games is here tonight. Let's see. Hello. Everybody, hello. Healy. Love it. Whoa, Josh is on. Josh, he stars on the Matt Wilkins Hater channel with Noah. You need to check that out. It's just 24/7. Hate Matt Wilkins all day long. Let's see. I did come down from the attic. Luke loved that one. He loved that. That was a birthday surprise for my friend Luke. Oh, cool. I've never been to GalaxyCon in Raleigh, North Carolina. You know what? I think I have family. No, they're in South Carolina. But let's see. I don't know about physical copies. That was on a crowdfunding site a few years back. I don't know if he'll have extra copies. I don't know. I just don't know. I know it will be available for digital download. I know that for sure. That will be coming out next month, not this month, but next month. I have a lot of other videos I want to do first, even though Buck Rogers is a fantastic game. Can't wait to review it. What's the cosmology of the beginning of the EU? You know what? It's not really explored that well. You know, they had architects and they had angels. And you know what? I want to say Joe Bongiorno's book dives a little bit into that. It's been a while, but I think some of the first chapters does. Dark greetings. I love it. Scott coming out with some Star Wars CCG articles later on the man. I'm hogging up the time in July on the website with my forgotten class, but that's because I'm trying to stay a month ahead in post now for that website. And but man, all in one day, I think everyone submitted, put in their submissions, and then I had, excuse me, someone else doing submissions. We've got some fantastic articles coming out. I mean, Scott's got a few for the collectible card game, which is awesome. Spencer came out with his, I think this is the last one for him for Star Wars Imperial Assault. Jason Ditzel's starting a new series called Touring the Galaxy. He's going to tour the Outer Rim and sectors, which is very interesting to me. And then I'm going to have someone else, Quality Autism, is going to do a rebuttal to some of my top 10 worst books. I asked him to write some rebuttals on them. So you'll see those next month, I think, coming out. He's going to get to writing those. And there's some other stuff too. Dylan by the Numbers is going to come out with some great, I don't want to spoil anything, but he's got some very interesting. He's a guy of statistics and numbers, and he's got a lot of statistics and numbers he's been working on. It's going to land, like at first we thought, oh, just one post. And we said, well, maybe 3 posts. And I said, Dylan, you can make like literally 30 posts out of the same numbers here, just talking about different things and different errors. And I would break this down. And so he is right now, but he's even, you know, Dylan, he's never happy he needs more numbers. So his stuff may come out in September. He's got a few things in August, but he's still crunching numbers. So, you know, but really good stuff. Really good stuff there. He spells America wrong, doesn't he? I don't know. I hear he's making new friends. It's going to get cut. It may not last. This may be the last month. I'm back at work officially, and that's when I said I'd cut my hair. So I'm giving a few people a chance to see me with cutting. I mean, though I haven't. They came back to work this week, and people are 50-50 at work. So I haven't even gone out. I've been locked in my office training all day. So I haven't been able to walk out and show people the hair, but I was going to do that for a few weeks, and now that's been extended another 2 weeks. So it may be end of the month, but eventually it's going to have to get cut. I don't like it. You know, I mean, it was fun, but now that I'm back in a professional setting, this doesn't feel professional to me. I mean, it works if you're Chris Nelson because he looks good no matter what length his hair is. But for me, never. I think we've done plenty on the billboard side. I've got other ideas, you know. We should start pushing to see unpublished material. I think that's our next goal right now. But not a billboard. We've made our statement very clear. I think the last one was incredibly successful. It lasted for what, 6.5 months, 7 months. That's great. We'll never beat that. We will never beat that. Hey, thanks. Drawing is awesome. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, keep talking about yourself there. Yeah, I heard about that. I am very interested to hear what he has to say. I'm glad. I want more authors to reveal ideas and stuff that they had for the characters that they won't get to tell now. But yeah, I'm really interested in what he has to say there. No. I love that series, but no. I mean, I'll watch it. They're gonna screw it up. I mean, it's just obvious at this point. Hmm. Do you ever feel like some Star Wars books move all over the place and are hard to follow? Yeah. It's called Dawn of the Jedi. Into the Void. What a cluster, huh? Um, do I have the hardcovers of Siege and Stealth? Nah. Wild Space and No Prisoners? Nah. Do I have other super hard to get hardcovers? Not talking about Last Jedi. I don't know. Omnibus copies I do have, but Siege and Stealth and hardcover, I don't even care about those books. So, and No Space and No Prisoners, it'd be nice to have it, but I don't. I don't think I'm going to track them down either. Back in the day, I would have, but nowadays, no. Is it mint? Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry. It's Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. Kidding. It's Mellow Yellow. That's what I'm drinking today. I like the odd and end sodas. You don't see Mellow Yellow much anymore. So I'll get Mellow Yellow. I got some Pib Extra in the fridge. I should have gotten a Pib. Now I think about it. I got an RC, one left. RC goes fast in this house, man. All my friends are like, "Oh, you have RC Cola." It's not a secret. It's everywhere. But I mean, I'll be honest. Every once in a while, the cans are hard to find, so I have it in the cans, and they absolutely drink it up, which is great. I love RC Cola too. Dark greeting. Oh, from Australia. Hey, how's it going, man? I know a lot of people from Australia. That's awesome. Retcon. Oh, you mean his belief system? Didn't they do that because George Lucas didn't like the direction of the Force, their description of the Force. Well, I was gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong, but look, who I'm talking to. You guys will definitely correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was Lucas's choice, right? He said, "No, you can't do that. Steer away from that. I don't like that description of the Force." I think. Could be wrong, and I'll find out when I get down to that time in the chat there. Anubis, maybe. Lord Ball just annoyed me. He was annoying to me. He was the last one to go. He was the last one to survive. But he wasn't ever that cool for me. Cool a villain. It is non-canon. They said it's non-canon. They just said it's not Legends. It's weird. Don't worry, we'll talk about that. Actually, I don't know. I kind of want to talk about that with other people. Chris, Brian, I don't know. I don't know if they're available. We may talk. I want to talk about that, but I feel like I want to bounce off other people though. Well, I wouldn't give him too much credit, Brian. It's okay. Brian, there's a few dates. I'll text you the dates that are left open for August. If you want to throw in some articles, but be careful. Space is going fast. Let's see. You find that expanding universe is not celebrated and given credit for keeping Star Wars alive during the 80s and 90s. What do you think about this, man? No, not by Lucasfilm. They want to just avoid it altogether. It's some childish snobbery they have toward the EU, but they won't give it credit. But it is what saved the franchise. It reinvigorated it, and that's a fact. You know, something that they talked about back when they got rid of it, right? Oh, the good old expanded universe. It was basically Timothy Zahn's trilogy because they didn't know anything else to talk about. But yeah, they won't admit it these days. Has anyone ever written an article based on the positive impact of Crystal Star? It's actually did more good to the EU than ARM. Not yet, Lance, until you write it. Besides giving us Waru, I don't know. Write it, submit it. If it's good, we'll post it. I'm always interested to hear other people's ideas. That's why I asked Noah to, you know, rebuttal me for my top 10 worst. I don't care. I'm interested to hear what they have to say. I should be a Star Wars. I know. I need to finish my story. I found it. I think I told y'all that. I found it. I was cleaning out my room and I found the story I wrote a long time ago in college. It sucks right now, but if I punch it up a little bit and change a few things, this is back before New Jet Order came out. And so I'm trying to connect a lot of the Bantam loose strings, and now I don't have to do that. And my story was kind of spread out over everywhere. I was just trying to tie up all these loose ends, and now I don't have to really, and I can focus more on the story part that I wanted to. So I need to find the time. There's zero time right now, but I need to find the time. I'd love to rewrite that story. I think so. Was it the one a long time ago? I think someone showed that to me. I think I have. I don't watch many fan films, but I think I did see that one. Used to be Path of Destruction, kind of underwhelming. It's Shatterpoint, obviously, for me. Yeah, you cut your hair. Shut up. You cut your hair. Why are you coming down on me? When growing out your hair was cool, and then Bernardo and Luke are like, no, we're cutting our hair. Screw this. So, how do you gather knowledge from the EU elements from video games, such as General Mark from Dark Troopers, if you don't play the games? If it was in the EU, if there's a written article about it, that's how I keep up with it. That's how I gather it. I mean, I'm sure Wikipedia may have something on that. When I was doing my forgotten class articles, I did look up Wikipedia for any character with a video game. I did check Wikipedia for, because I'm not very familiar with the video games. I think all of the new covers are lackluster. But that's just me. All right, where am I here? I lost my... He agrees. That's good, thanks. Well, no, I mean, he's not going to bring it out, but I think that would be something interesting if we just all picked a time or a place or did something on his website or something, social media, and all politely asked for it to be released. You know, just get together on time. Let me look into that, because I know some. Well, I mean, I have a contact, but I think I want to check with someone else to see how he would approach, how he'd want the fans to approach Mr. Ditz. But I think if everyone did, I would love to see that one. I think that should be that type of thing should be our next goal, is to get more unreleased stuff. And you see how wild Heart of the Jedi was for the fandom. I think Escape from Dagu would be just as crazy. I mean, even more so, because I haven't even read that one. And the Phantom Menace, it looks like him. Did they verify that was him? I can't remember. You know, he's mentioned in episode 3. But yeah, he did, the guy with the stripe. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't. It's been a while since I thought about that, so I may not have the answer. Oh, good old George. Yeah, I'd have some interesting things. I'd ask him different questions, that's for sure. Oh, I think Disney didn't have. First of all, that's a good question, but I think Disney. Well, it's obvious they didn't have a plan, and they didn't know what they wanted to do, and they just rushed into it, and they screwed up. But instead of taking their time, backing up, it's just like full speed ahead. Just keep piling up, doubling down on their mistakes. The biggest thing is having their directors and employees badmouth, mock, and ridicule fans. It's really sad. So different. It's an incredibly cruel face of the company that they have right now, and it's like they troll their fans. Even, I mean, it's just really weird. How would they? It never would have been tolerated back in the old regime. Never would have been tolerated, I don't think. And now all of a sudden they feel like they can just make fun of anyone. If you don't like their story, then you suck. It's like, what kind of attitude is that? Who has that attitude? Yeah, sure. Right now, though, maybe no donations, nothing big like that. But yeah, in the future, who knows? Especially if Lucasfilm gets new management, then we can talk about other ideas. What's my go-to ballpark food? That's you got to get a hot dog. You got to get a hot dog. I mean, if they have the super hot dog, you get that one. But you got to get a hot dog. What else do I get? No, a hot dog and a Coke. Stadium cup. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't get a hamburger. What else have I had? I mean, Megan's gotten nachos before because she likes nachos. We've gotten the ice cream, the bucket of ice cream, which was insane. We got that at the Diamondback. We went to a Diamondbacks game in Arizona. She wanted it's a bucket. Actually, we still have the bucket. It's one of those souvenir plastic buckets. We still have it. So my girls wear it all the time. It's down the hallway here. And it was filled with ice cream and cookies and fudge or brownies. I was like, we're never going to finish this. And we tried, and I felt sick. I didn't eat ice cream for a whole year. A whole year. I thought I'd never eat ice cream again. I was so sick afterwards, but we tried to eat it all. It was just nasty. And there was one flavor that I really hated that was in there. I told Megan she was going to be the one to eat that. She said, I will. But then she got tired of that flavor. I can't remember what it was. Birthday cake flavor or something. It was nasty. Hold on. That's maybe her. What were the flavors in that bucket of ice cream?
Cake batter.
Cake batter. That's the one I didn't want to eat.
Chocolate and strawberry.
Chocolate and strawberry. I don't like strawberry either. Dang.
I ate the strawberry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I read this?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you bring me the the Arizona Diamondbacks bucket so I can show them?
Yeah.
And it down there? Yeah.
I just put them down so they're left.
Okay. Anyone got a question for the missus when she comes back? Oh, wow. Vault soda. I remember Vault. Oh, that she was a Sith all along? I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I thought you meant their direction on the gray force and whatnot. Oh, that's a good point. Whatever, Dylan. Whatever, Dylan. That's a good point, Alex. That's a good point. She could have been lying about the whole thing. I've never thought of that about that. That's what they're saying there. Hello, Brady. Freeman, I've never read or watched anything from the new canon, so I don't know. Actually, you need to watch my review, Watch Out for the Wookiee. You can see the book there easily. Oh, I don't mind. Yeah, I mean, it's fine that people like. That's why I asked Noah to go ahead and just write those articles about what he disagrees with, because I welcome someone else's point of view. Oh, hold on. Let me play a violin while I read this. Also, Matt, those articles. What?
I can't find it, but I'll find it.
Ah, sorry, it doesn't matter.
I'll be right back.
Those articles take time. I do actual research, not in math. Not everyone is okay with 2 paragraphs and a picture as an article. Slam. I make them short. I can't expound too much on it. He's talking about my forgotten class. I'll give you a few paragraphs and a picture, and that's it. Big whiner. I don't even know why I want him for a roommate. Hello, hello. Oh, the expanded universe. Go to the expandeduniverse.com. Go to the contact us at expandeduniverse.com and just submit the email. You can go to contact us on the website. I saw him do an open. Was it for English? Really? Physical copy? I thought that was a. I thought that was a Hungarian copy. Cool. How'd he get it? Love to have it. Hansel Imperial Agent is pretty good. I enjoyed it. Oh, look at that. That's nice. There it is. I mean, I've written dinner theater plays that have been performed in scream stage plays and stuff. And then I wrote that thing for Sequart a long time ago, that for the book of essays on Star Wars Expanded Universe. Other than that, I haven't done that much. I mean, I'd like to write a short story. Am I the best at it? Absolutely not. But I'd like to, because I love reading, but reading and writing are 2 different things. Writing is super hard. And there's many other authors who are way more creative than me, even though I'd like to submit my idea. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was having a blast with Shaz the Empire. Hold on. My hair was absurd. Rewatch a video. Whatever. Big whiner. It was going to fit. I think I mentioned this before. It was going to be on, I love the Ewok movies. And it was going to be Sindel grown up. And Noah is really old. And, he kind of wants to make one final trip to Wicked's getting married, because we know that happened in the EU. And so Sindel gets an invitation, and so she decides to go back to Endor. She hasn't been back. She kind of avoids it because her family died there. It's kind of a touchy subject, which is why she hadn't been back, though she loves the Ewoks. And Noah, who's very old at this point, decides to go back with her because he wants to see his old friend Teak. And, there's some craziness there. There's some craziness there. I wanted to wrap up the Duloc storyline from the cartoon with that. Sherelle maybe comes back. So there's a lot of interesting ideas I had with that series and I with that book, and I want to retouch on it. Oh, another fan from Australia. Hello. Yeah, I would go with New Jedi Order by far. Someone said that on a more civilized age. They liked the Shatterpoint cover, and I can't remember who it was, but someone else agrees with you. Hey, save that for the article. Remember, according to Dylan, only has to have a picture and 2 paragraphs. Big whiner, Dylan. No. I'm sorry. I'm not. I wrote an article in Sequart, for Sequart, a more civilized age. Where is it? It's for sale on Amazon, but I mean, it's. I just wrote one essay to it. I can't see it. It must be on my other bookshelf. But it's called A More Civilized Age. and it's just a book of essays. And I was one of the people who contributed to it. I don't know if that can. I mean, I did get a contract, but I don't know. I'm not a professional writer by any stretch of the imagination. I was scared to death writing that essay too. I mean, I barely hit the minimum of words they wanted. I counted them out too. I was scared. Dang, I am far behind. Do I feel Dark Empire's ending is bad with random Jedi robot brand killing? No, I think it was fine. I had to think about it, but no, I think it's fine. I think it was fine. That would never be released. Remember, Chrissy Golden doesn't even know what we're talking about when we say Sword of the Jedi. Remember, even though it had cover art and a release date, she never had it written. She didn't even have an outline. Yeah, give Chris a minute. He'll put it up on Amazon.com. Oh gosh, how do you create a good character? I mean, you just got to make someone relatable. There's lots of videos on this. Michael Stackpole, I had some notes on him, and that's one thing I regret. I don't know where my notes went for all those. I did a writing workshop with Michael Stackpole and Timothy Zahn, which I took no notes. He was absolutely worthless in that writing workshop. He would just get someone else up there to talk for him, another author to talk for him. See, he didn't want to talk. Michael Stackpole was the best one, and I wish I didn't get to take his writing class, but Dave Wolverton is who I'd love to learn from. But I remember giving those notes to a friend of mine and just reading them off to him, like, here's what Michael Stackpole said about writing. And now I don't know where those notes are, but I wish I would have kept them because they would have made for interesting videos. Maybe I'll have him on and ask him himself, huh? Oh, okay. Well, thank you. They're not the same people? Uh, are you really? That's weird. Pork or the beef ones? Release the Wilkins cut. um, here's the problem. I didn't save that story. There's only one physical copy in my room right now. I had it on a zip drive a long time ago, if you can believe that, but the zip drive's gone. I don't know where it is now. It used to be in the folder, but I guess I threw it away. But because there's nothing that can access a zip drive, so I'd have to retype it all out. But that's not too bad. That's just me whining about it. But yeah, I just need to find the time. I need to make the time. Excuse me, make the time to do it. And I would like to do that, though. And I mean, I've already gotten a few editors who said they'd look it over for me, you know. But I like the idea, and who knows? Who knows? I got an artist, or I could get an artist from Fantasy Flight to help me out, too. I mean, I don't care. That's fine. It's fine. There's, I mean, I don't know. It's as a Mets fan right now, and I'm sorry, I got to get into baseball real quick. As a Mets fan, I'm just shocked / pleased we're still leading the division. I mean, it's like every time the Mets lose, you're like, here we go. And then they go on a win streak. Then they start losing again. You're like, oh no, here we go. This is the end. And then they start winning again. Whoops. It's wild. I'm serious. There's a buddy of mine from New York. He's a Mets fan. We keep talking to each other every week and going, one more week in the, leading. I said, we're going to fall apart after the All-Star game. We're just a bunch of negative Nancy's. But who was it, Dylan? I said, Dylan, out of every team that's leading their division, who's going to fall apart after the All-Star game? He said, the Mets. I said, why? He went, because they're the Mets. That's a good answer. That's Dylan. We need to do our baseball. It is very hard to criticize certain parts of Disney Star Wars. Political agenda by Disney is a rough topic. Slave One, for example. I mean, yeah, I guess. We talked about that in a more civilized age. Because if I didn't, Ryan was going to go nuts. I'm kidding. That's great. Not for you, but that's funny. Impressed. Though Marvel. Yes, yes. You know, when I read that, I didn't know at first because when they showed the Shadow Troopers, I was like, wait a minute. That's like Black Hole. And I went, what? Because I'd already read the Marvel comic books by this point, and I was like, are they tying this in? And I just really loved it. I really loved it. Brian, I'm losing. I'm losing that battle. She does not see. At first, the whole reason we went house shopping was because of house number 1. But when house number 2 popped up, $100,000 more, and it's only aesthetic because it's not very practical in my opinion, but she's pushing hard. We're going to go look at it again for a second time. But at this point, it's either her happiness or her eternal sadness. But she'll be happy with whatever I want. Do I want my happiness or her happiness? She didn't put it that way, but that's basically how it goes. She stalked me. She hates when I say that. She did, though. She saw me in a play. I was in Footloose. And she had broken up she had a bad breakup with her boyfriend. And her friend was in Footloose with me. And I was friends with her friend. And she goes, man, I wish I could date someone like that guy. And she goes, well, I don't think he's dating anyone. Do you want to meet him? She's like, sure. And she goes, well, he's in the next. I was in like every play. There's 1 year I was in every play at the local theater. And so she came and saw the play. And I remember meeting her. I remember saying, oh, hello. Because I knew she was friends with this other girl that I knew. And then she came back a second time because she was upset. She didn't talk to me. She just went, hi, and didn't say anything. Now she can go without talking to me and be happy about it. But back then she'd get really excited if I talked to her. And that's before she knew who I was, how boring I was, how nerdy I was. But then she came back a second time, and I recognized her. I said, hey, I said, aren't you Laura's friend? I said, this is your second time to come, huh? I said, oh, you must have really enjoyed it. She went, yeah, I did. It's like, okay. And suppose that was really excited too. He remembered me. And then she became friends with my sister and got invited to one of my parties. I used to throw these, not big parties, but weekend parties with everyone. And the problem was I never would ask her out because Laura is what was high school back then. My sister was high school back then. And the missus looked young, so I thought she was high school. So I was like, I'm not dating her. And then he keeps saying stuff like, yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, we should hang out. Yeah. But he never asked for my number. They said, well, do you think he thinks you're in high school? She went, no, really? I said, well, he said, you're hanging out with us. So then she told me one day that she was in college. She'd been in college for years, and she don't think she'll ever graduate. And I asked her out. She's regretted it ever since. Goodness gracious, I can't believe I'm this far behind. You know, the only thing she read, she was bored, and we were waiting in line, and I was getting a copy of Dark Empire 2 signed, and she read Dark Empire 2 and really liked it. And she was going to come back and read Dark Empire 1. And I said, you love 2? She went, I thought it was really good. And I went, okay. So I came back. I was Crimson Empire. Susie's Crimson Empire 2. And she wanted to read Crimson Empire 1. I don't know if she did. I think she didn't read it when she got back. Comic books would be the only thing the missus would read, but reading is not her thing. Does not enjoy reading. Like I got her the rest of the Walking Dead comic books. She used to read those all the time. She didn't read them. None of the books I get her, she reads. So, I mean, it's coming up to the beach, so maybe she'll take a few books to read on the beach, but I doubt it. Reading is not her thing. Well, I'd like to talk about that. Maybe we could talk about that after the Q&A. I really would like to talk about that. If you and Chris and Brian are available. You already know the answer to this. I'm behind on my questions. But yes, I did. Yes, I did when I got it. You didn't see it? Go back. You can just type it up, I think. It's like Steve today was saying, Matt Wilkins skipped Shadowhunters. No, I didn't. I did a search. I mean, I did Star Wars Shadowhunter, and I was the second video. He didn't even search for it. I did a review on that. It's fun. It's super awful. It's super awful. It's just as awful. Watch it with the right group and you'll have fun. But to be honest, I haven't watched that in years now. I'd like to watch all the movies again, the first 6. And I'd like to watch a holiday special. Maybe I'll watch it with my girls this Christmas. I doubt they'll enjoy it, but I'll watch it with them. See, I told you it's the Matt hating channel. Don't you go on there, Dylan. Don't you dare do that. He printed one? Can he get me a copy? How'd he do that? How'd he print one? Tell him I want a copy. You tell Noah Matt Wilkins wants a copy. I'll give you a spoiler. Space panties. Kidding. I just wanted to say that. I think that's something that Chuck Wendig made up, right? Well, I mean, we're doing what we can. No one's a computer programmer. No one designs websites on there. But we're doing what we can. We're doing what we can. But I'll be honest, the reason it's a little laggy is because we're reaching our maximum capacity right now. There's been ever since March, I think the website has just, and March is usually our highest point, right? Because we do the EU tournament, but it has just steadily gone and stayed straight or gone up, and it's been high volume ever since, which does create for more lag. I appreciate your patience. Yeah, what's his name? The Quaker Oats guy. Yeah, that was sad. I may be able to say hello. You guys do this stuff in the daytime when I'm working. Yes, I know. That's so funny. I don't know who you are. The what was it, guys? Was it Wizard of the Coast that went into the background? I know the Guide to Droids did a little bit. There's something else. I want to say Wizard of the Coast did a little bit of background on them too. I would hope so. I don't know, but I would hope they would. Especially if they're selling well, then yes. Oh, nice. High end. I don't know. Out of rare, out of print hardback books. No, not really. Look at Chris Nelson's channel though. Chris's channel, he shows a lot of neat stuff, a lot of cool uh, book store promos and stuff. It's really nice. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it was called Return to Endor. was the name of the book, or short story. I don't know if it's a book. I don't know how. I remember how many pages it was. I don't think it was 200 pages. I think you're lying about that. No, it wasn't. It. Oh. I've already explained that, I think. Yeah, but Sword of the Jedi, Chrissy Golden never made. Well, I think you will. Appreciate it. Long time no see, bud. How you been? It has been. It really has been this season. Yeah, I put my foot down moving to Phoenix though. She doesn't want that house. That's the best house. That is the best house. Everyone can get a room. I pitched it hard today, but deaf ears, deaf ears, deaf ears. This one looks pretty. Not as functional, not as much room. It's very impressive. It looks like we're rich if we live there, and that's what look matters. Convenience does not. I like convenience. Quaintness. Also, I hear my sister dogged my house in front of my wife, and my wife is very conscious about what other people think. So I think my sister may have deep sixed that. I'm gonna get on to her too about that. My sister acts like a snob sometimes. Shoot, I don't know. That's hard. I mean, All Good Things was the best finale ever, but I don't know if that's the best episode. That's a great question. I'm sorry I can't answer that. I was shocked she loved Crimson Empire too, but she doesn't read anymore, so she doesn't like it anymore. Hey, ladies, you heard it from Dylan. He's available. Ah, Dylan's like, I'm so thankful Matt's my friend. I know you say that. Mm. We mentioned this on A More Civilized Age. It's probably to tie into the upcoming movies, kind of make you buy them. We think that's what it is. I mean, I'd create a theme park that no one would go to, but here's what it would be. I would do a New Jedi Order ride where you are a group of Jedi infiltrating Coruscant. You know, the Voxen, you're going after the Voxen Queen or whatnot. And on your trip through Coruscant, the jungle, the concrete jungle, you're avoiding Vong and vomiting Voxen and stuff. And you're moving around in this little flyer and trying to get to the end. You know, there's Darth Nyax or whatever for a while, and you're avoiding all these traps and things, and then you make it out of the planet safely, and Lando goes, mission completed. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And it'd be actual Billy D. Williams doing it too. We may have to CGI his features to make him look slightly younger, not too young, but slightly younger. But that'd be one ride for sure. You would have the Mos Eisley Cantina where you could drink blue milk and other fun beverages. And it looked just like the regular, it just looked like Mos Eisley Cantina. And it'd just be for drinks. I mean, maybe there'd be some snacks there too. You would have you definitely have to have a Empire Strikes Back Hoth. I'm thinking about movies here. You definitely want to do something with Empire Strikes Back and Hoth. You want an Ewok meet and greet. You definitely want one of those for pictures. Let's see. What else would I want? A Jawa trading center. You know, I think that'd be awesome. Jawa's making deals, making wheeling and dealing. And something else EU. What would be something EU that I would love to see? Oh, I'd love to see a Jedi Academy trilogy where Mark Hamill comes as Luke Skywalker and gives you some training tips, and you're joined by Kip Duran, who may come out and teach you. He'll tell you who his name is. Or Kyle Katarn comes out, and every hour it's a different Jedi Master that comes out and trains the kids instead of the generic Jedi Master from the show, and then Darth Vader comes at the end. Instead of Darth Vader, you just have oh no, Dark Jedi have entered the base. The Sith, the Shadow Academy is here. Quick, man your stations, and then they all face off against each one of the kids, and the kids, of course, win. Yay! And then Luke goes, "Good job, Jedi trainees. The Force will be with you always." By expanded universe. Okay, that's so stupid. It's so stupid, but I would do it. No, you know what? I used to love the Olympics, and now I don't even watch it anymore. Thanks. Those are fun to make. Will for Brimley. That's correct. Thank you. I mean, back in the day, I don't know in the summer what I used to like, but I used to love bobsledding. I thought bobsledding was just awesome. Oh man, I do too. I do too. I mean, it would obviously be with the New Jet Order, and you just going around it'd be an open world battle where the AI is the Vong and you're all Jedi or smugglers or whatnot. You're on missions trying to fight it back, and it's some like 5-year story arc run, that resets or something. Or you can play different battle modes. Maybe you can play in a campaign through New Jet Order, a campaign through the Nagai invasion. I mean, all these great, topics from the expanded universe, these great wars and battles. You could relive them. It'd have to be battles, I think, really. But I think that'd be cool. Limited imagination. Matt's coming up with the same thing again, right? No. What? Return to Endor? Is it just on Spotify? There it is. Okay. All right. I'll check it out. Thanks. Oh, well, hello. Look at this. Um, I'm sorry about your grandfather, man. Didn't know about that. Sorry about that, dude. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. All right. Such a liar. Such a liar. Oh, wow. Look at that. Um, I think so. I think you're onto something there. Yeah, it's when you're so dizzy that you see twice. You see two things over. Yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Oh, I wouldn't like that. Personally, I wouldn't like that. No, this one only has 5 rooms. No, this one that first house is very. I'm looking at 2 houses. One is very commonplace. It's very commonplace, and I don't know. It's just I like it. It's sneaky because you don't know how big it really is on the inside, and the other one looks like I'm living lifestyles of the rich and famous. It's really nice. That's why it costs a lot more, but He did, didn't he? uh, oh, I am so far behind. No, I didn't hear about that. Good grief. I always said orange. Whoops, there goes gravity. Green. Okay, that's fine. Can you audition? No, but when I have another, I need to do another stream where anyone can come on. I need to do that again. That was a lot of fun. I have particular people that I put on More Civilized Age. Not to say you can't. I'm just saying I already have guests lined up for that, and I haven't told Chris this yet, but there's someone else I'm working on getting another big channel. Um, you know, that I'd like to have on, and I don't know. It just depends. Just depends. I'm gonna see if I can meet with them face to face. But I can't say anything. It's probably not that big a deal. I'm not giving that out. Sorry. You can reach me out through contacttheexpandeduniverse.com. Oh yeah, I mean, someone asked me what's the thing I've read the most would be Westing Games Dark Strider campaign. I've read that a billion times over. But no, there's a lot of these books I've only read once through. Comic books. So yeah, there's comic books too. There's a lot of things I've only read through once for them. But I'm prepared to read through all of it again. Can't wait. Oh man, I don't know. My wife's gonna be wanting to see that, so glad to see you too. Oh yay! Boy, I hate to say this, but check out my reviews. Just check out the playlist and just see where I put it. Thoughts on D and N? Well, you need an O between those and an E afterwards, and you'd be done. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I think so. Probably Dylan. Probably Dylan is who I'll use. No, the only thing I got is Imperial Salt because of Spencer's articles. They just impressed me, so I wanted to get them. Let's look at that Farlander. Oh, Farlander. Where do I have it? Probably after the book Death Star, maybe. But no, I hear good things. But Imperial Salt looks interesting, so I'm gonna try that one. And I'm probably going to play it this month, hopefully. Yes, twice. Did a bunch of reviews on it this past year on the podcast. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Fun story. I'm glad that Steven got me to reread that. No. No. Whatever. Sure, send me an invite. All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So far behind. I say that all the time, but you know they're going to. Dylan Awesome Killer is his name. That's his initials. You know his Awesome Killer, did you? Kathleen Kennedy confirmed for a more civilized age. There you go. Y'all are cracking me up. No, none of them. Read more? I don't know. I'm not bragging. Just because I don't know many people who have this collection. There's probably people who've read just as much as I have. And there could be. I mean, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, there could be. Never say never, right? But I'd love to meet them. I'd love to meet those people who read it all. Well, those are Disney canon books. Why would I bring him back? No, I'm kidding. I'd love to bring him back. He's just, that's funny. Matthew's just so busy. I talk to him. I still talk to that dude. He's a good dude. Chris comes on every once in a while. Y'all crack me up. Yes, Mrs.
Does this look okay?
Sure, yeah, Bubba. That's nice.
Is it too short?
No, Bubba, it's fine. Does anyone have a question for the missus? Mrs., do you want to show off your dress?
No.
Oh, you know what? I haven't seen Loki yet. My wife and I will watch it. It's going to finish up what? End of the month. So we'll do a review on it. On Prince Universe, we'll probably review it after it's done. Well, they'd be fun. They'd be fun. They'd be fun just to do a stream with. I think she's retired, to be honest. That'd be great, right? That'd be great. Watch people hit the fan. Oh boy. I would love to talk to him about his love for Ahsoka, though. That'd be something. Goodness gracious, there's so many. Megan, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? Anything that has a lot of R2D2 in it. Return of the Jedi. Yes.
Trick question.
Trick question. That's not a trick question. They were just asking. You've read Crimson Empire 2, the comic book.
Me?
Yeah, remember when we were waiting in line at that Comic Con? You said, "What do you have?" I said, "Here, I gave you this." You said, "It was pretty good."
Okay.
I don't think you read Crimson Empire 1 though.
No.
The comic book. Dang, I'm getting a lot of. Okay, if I had a chance to help George in the development of prequels, how would I do it back in the day? I would have done a young Obi-Wan, Anakin, and kind of built their relationship over 3 movies where he eventually turns to the dark side. I'd have made it clones being the enemy, not the good guys. They would have been the enemy because that's all that we imagine they would be, and that'd be it. That'd be in Palpatine's rise to Emperor would also be, but it'd be a 3-part story with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Obi-Wan and Anakin didn't start, and it was kind of rushed in episode 2 and 3. So in 3, it was almost over by then. So I kind of show their relationship growing over time. They would have already been master and apprentice in the first movie. No midichlorians would have been had if I would have done it. Don't know who the author. Do I know who the author can see reference at the end of Heart of the Jedi? Sorry, I don't understand the question. Oh, geez, I don't know. A lot. A lot. I don't know. Dylan, you're the numbers guy. You've been to my house before. What is it? None, but we'll probably. Oh, Mrs. Interest in Black Widow. Seeing Black Widow.
I'll watch it only because I've seen the other Marvel movies.
There you go. So we're going to watch it. Mrs. Wilkins hasn't read much Expanded Universe, but she's so excited to start.
You see that bookshelf?
See this bookshelf? You going to read it?
Yeah. Man, we're not going to have time to read all that.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool. What's your favorite traveling place? Where's your favorite place to travel? Phoenix and Disney World. Did I miss one?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't disagree with any EU character death. I said amen to each one. Not that I wanted them to die. I loved it. What about Qui-Gon? Oh no, I wouldn't have put him in there. I would have focused on Obi-Wan and Anakin. I mean, if it would have been me. She doesn't have a favorite character in the expanded universe. I mean, in Star Wars, it's R2-D2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like R2-D2 in Star Wars? That's your favorite. Oh, thank you. Do you have a red beard? I'm kidding. No, I went straight to bed. Yeah, Dylan's that's his new calling, I think. It would take you 20 years to read what you've read. I don't know, the missus could do it.
It'd take me the whole rest of my life.
Oh my goodness.
I'll read them to the girls for bedtime stories.
It's what happens in between the movie, in between the scenes of the movie. It's really good. Yeah, but he could come in here and sit down and price it all for me one day. Dylan, when you move in, that'll be your first task. What would they be about? I don't know. Yeah, I probably would have done that too. Abso-friggin-lutely. So is the missus. Good night, Josh. I'm not interested in going to see that at all. Cobra Kai season 4. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah.
I'll send Dylan over your way, Scott, when he's done with mine. Hey, awesome. That's great. That's hard, man. That's a hard question to ask. I mean, my favorite is the New Jedi Order, but that's really hard question to answer for me, at least. All right. Right there. More of a novel guy. Novel. Look at this. Look at this hater. Look at this hater here. What a grump. Ewoks. All the way. All the way. What alien race would I be? Ewok. Okay, that's funny. I am going to sign off for now. Maybe back later on to discuss the Star Wars Ronin stuff, folks. But give me a minute. I'm going to change up and might do that. So I hope to see you soon. All right. Have a good night, and we'll try to get the next stream up in just